Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more of the Promised Neverland. You guys, I am so excited. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, the link to the reaction highlights will also be in the description down below. Please be sure to go click that, watch my reaction highlights, then come back here to hear what I thought of the episode. Because guys, something tells me I'm going to have a lot to say after the episode. So, last time we had just another great, but like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? kind of episode. It was really sad to see Don and Gilda find out the truth. I totally get where Don was coming from, even though I was like flipping out when he he punched Norman and everything. But I totally get it. But I'm glad they're all back on board now. I was a little scared at first. I'm like, oh my God, he knows about this. Is he going to go and be like reckless and just get the whole operation destroyed? Like, on the one hand, I'm like, I love and cherish these children, and I feel what they feel when they're getting so upset and everything. But on the other hand, I'm like, but you need to find a way out of this. Like, for real. Like, please don't mess this up. I still don't know what to make of Ray. He scares me, but he's still a kid, and he's still really a victim in this, you know? Like, yeah, he's a much more aware kind of, like, he knows what he's doing, and he's, you know, he's definitely not going blindly with any of it like a lot of the other kids, but I mean, he's still a kid. He made that deal when he was 5. He was just a baby boy. We know now he's next. I had mentioned a few episodes back that, like, oh, did he make a deal with Mom to get Norman and Emma out? And then somebody was like, I don't think that's what happened. And I'm like, I think you're right. I think he was just delaying it so that he could figure out a way to get them out. But for some reason, I was just like, but of course, like, Mom wouldn't let any of the kids out, which leads me to this whole thing with Sister Krone, because, yeah, she wants to be the best mom. And last time I checked, like, her whole thing is she wants to overthrow Mom. Last time I checked, to be a mom, to be a good mom in this world, you have to be shipping, like, what they consider high quality products. And I don't, like, I can't see, unless she's just, I don't know. I don't know exactly what her strategy is, but I don't get where, like, she's going to be able to save 5 kids on the top producing farm from getting shipped off in exchange for, like, being the best mom. Because the two kind of contradict each other, don't you think? But then again, I really honestly have no clue. There's probably more to it, which I'm excited to find out about when we jump into this next step. Oh, we had the William Minerva thing last time. I cannot wait to see what that's all about. If I had to take my best guess, I'd say someone on the outside was, like, forced to... there were probably a lot of humans who were, like, forced into some type of, like, servitude to these aliens. It's really not clear whether we're in a world where, like, the aliens... We don't know how long well, I keep calling them aliens, but the monsters, the demons, whatever. It's really not clear if, like, there was an invasion and then they were all forced into servitude, or if, you know, have they been coexisting for a while and this is just the way it is in this world? Like, humans are, like, kind of like lower animals or something in this world. It's really not clear, but if I had to guess, I'd say, you know, William Minerva is a person or group of people who were forced into working on this farm, like working on the books for it, working on building it maybe. Perhaps a former a former, maybe a child who escaped. I don't know, but you know, and that's why they snuck the messages in to all the books. They were forced to do it, but they wanted to include something to hopefully help the kids. So I have no idea if it's true or not. For all I know, like, William Minerva is like, I don't know, like a former mom. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea how or why that would have gotten into the books. It's unlikely that it's a former mom, unless the mom just like really wanted to lose her job. And I'm guessing, like, when you lose your job as a mom, like, I'm guessing there's one way out of that job, you know what I mean? And it's in a body bag. So, if I had to take a wild guess, we know there's like some kind of event, some kind of festival, some kind of like god or king that they're honoring with like the top quality meat. This whole thing makes me want to be a vegetarian. It really does. It just makes me sad about farms. Obviously, you know, it's a little bit different in real life, but it still makes me sad. It still does. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know where we're going with this whole like possible alliance with Sister Krone. I don't know about the William and Minerva story. Ray has a matter of months now. It feels like we take like 3 steps forward with the kids. I'm like, oh my God, like, you kids are doing it. You're really doing it. There's really a way out. And then we like take 5 steps back. So it's like really frustrating and nerve-wracking, but like in the best way possible. It's like a frustration and anxiety that I enjoy, if that makes any sense. So I can't believe I'm going to be more than halfway through. I'm already halfway through. And I can't wait to see what happens next. So what do you say we jump right in? Next episode, Promised Neverland. Here we go. All right, you guys, let's talk. Okay, so I guess they really didn't have a choice in the whole matter of working with Sister Krone. I was very surprised at first, but then like when you lay the facts out that like she could go and tell mom that Ray's a double agent, they kind of don't have a choice at that point if they say no, right? But that's also kind of the reason for like not double crossing each other. They could rat her out, she could rat them out. Oh my Lord. The one thing they didn't want her to find out about, the tracking devices, because that would give her the evidence that she needed. But thank God our kids were a step ahead. They got rid of whatever evidence would have been there for, you know, what they're using to break the tracking devices. And they planted something else, which apparently was a note that references something about Isabella, something about the mom, like some weakness. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be. Am I supposed to know? I don't think I am. I think maybe they've given me clues, but I think we're about to find out. Oh my Lord. Okay. I can't handle how creepy Sister Krone is, but I also don't want her to die. I feel like they're going to kill her. I feel like there's only one way out of one of these positions, and it's not alive. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what we learned about the overall world in this one, because we actually did learn a few really big nuggets of truth. If they were true, which I think we can go ahead and assume they were. Okay, so as I suspected from the beginning, the moms have all been kids there. Did I say anything like that at the beginning? Because I feel like I did suspect something about the moms, like where the moms also kind of like bred in captivity. And it looks like they were. I don't know about grandma, but apparently there are humans on the outside who are like equals to the demons. Now, when William and Minerva left that Morse code that said promise, was Earth invaded by like these demons, these monsters, and they made a deal that like, okay, you like human meat, we're gonna give you 20% or 10% or whatever the population if you let the rest of us live. And you can have these farms and you can have your top quality meat, but leave the rest of us alone, or something like that. That would be my best guess. But we don't know how long they've been there. We don't know how any of this came to be. I mean, who knows? It could have been, you know, we know that if Sister Krone is 26 and Mom is 31, you know, it could have just been in the last, like, 30 to 50 years, you know? I mean, it's not necessarily something that's been going on forever and ever and ever. It may have been. We don't know. But we learned that. Now, looking at Sister Krone with the baby doll, like, it's still creepy. But now I'm like, oh, God, that was, like, her little bunny. And they just let her take it with her because one thing we found out in this episode is the girls who rank very well get a choice to either be shipped out or to become moms. This whole world is awful. Because now I even kind of feel bad for the moms. Like, I feel bad for Sister Krone now. Like, you can see that, like, childlike nature that she has mixed with, like, the emotional instability. Like, you kind of can get it now. Because, like, you're faced with this horrible truth. And it's like, you can either die or you can either help us kill more kids. I mean, it's so messed up, guys. It's so messed up. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I love the show, but the premise is really creeping me out, which I think it's doing its intended job. Okay, so what else do we find out on this one? Ray needs the camera. Did he need the camera for, like, the parts of the camera or just, like, for picture evidence? I don't know. But the plan is imminent now. Like, they're already, like, they were working out the details of the plan, and now they're going to move it. It sounded like they might move it up, but they were moving it up because they were worried about the evidence, and they already took care of the evidence, so maybe not. What did the note say? What did the note say? I think the second note we can kind of put together, like, Sister Krone's history. I don't know how to feel about any of it. Because honestly, they've shown me, like, there are kids who can be kind of, and then, you know, like with Ray, like, I don't know where I stand with him. Although I did love that one scene where he's like, oh, you weirdos. He's looking at the picture and he actually smiled, like a genuine smile. And I'm like, he truly does care, you know? But he's just so, I don't know, like, where he's at either. He's definitely got, like, a twisted part of him, you know? Like, it's so hard. But there's, like, kids like that. And then there's, like, moms and sisters, like, moms in training who, you know, quite honestly have been kind of raised as victims themselves. And it's so messed up. Wow, what a wonderful job they are doing with the story, too. And I love how they give us we get little crumbs every episode. And, like, it's like putting together the pieces of a puzzle. I think it was really interesting that we had that scene where Sister Krone's like, I can tell all this information from this, and that about your body language, about what you didn't say, about what you didn't ask, about your reaction to this and that. And it just goes to show, like, yeah, she was a top scorer and has been working on how to manipulate kids for the purposes of being like a sister and a mom ever since. So, like, it really puts into perspective what our kids are dealing with, you know? They're dealing with, like, older, more experienced versions of themselves, you know? So it's scary. It's like our kids know so much and they're so smart, but they're up against so much. But at least now we know there are humans who are not in servitude. They are not prisoners. They have a shot at, you know, like Sister Krone said, getting mixed in with them. I don't know how many there are, though. I mean, and we really don't even know the details of that situation just because they were shipping and delivering. I mean, the whole thing seems to me like there was some promise made to keep Earth and certain parts of the human population safe. So, like, we don't even know. I mean, she said they were treated as equals, but it might not even be like that, you know? We honestly don't know. there's so much we know and there's so much we don't know. So you guys, that was awesome. I am so enjoying this show. I cannot wait to see more. I'm gonna go watch more right now, as you're gonna be able to tell from my from my current look. But yes, I am having a blast. I can't wait to see more. I hope you're having a blast watching it along with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.